Hey guys, what's up? It's Paige. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a pick a card about how to improve your relationship. So as always, when you are tuning inward, make sure you're thinking of a specific person for this reading. But if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Paige and I make a ton of videos on spirituality, consciousness, and tarot, obviously. So if that is something you're interested in, make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell so you know when I'm uploading. But this video was requested on my Instagram account. So if you want to stay up to date and request videos kind of like this one, you're following my Instagram account, which is linked down below. But anyways, let's get started, guys. If you're tuned in, you can pick your card. We have group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Your timestamps are provided below. Group 1, so we will get started with your reading. So first, we're going to start off with the empowering question. I think this will be extremely helpful, obviously, to have a specific question that might be able to pick your mind about this relationship and what's going on. So what we have is, what is the most important thing for me in this moment? So right away, this is giving me kind of a feeling of like a wake-up call. Like, you know, are you focusing on yourself in this relationship, or are you constantly focusing on this other person and how they can improve and how they can grow? So that's something that came to mind right away. But going a little bit deeper, we have our astro cards, which you have Cancer and the Moon. So yeah, I definitely feel like there is a over nurturing sense here, because Cancer and the Moon it's a protective energy. That's the energy of being able to nurture others and be able to be kind of the protector. You know, the darker nature of someone is like their moon sign. So this relationship, it may pay off to lay back a little bit, let this person kind of nurture themselves, and to let this person deal with their own issues, I guess, while you deal with your own. For whatever reason, I'm just getting a sense that there may be like a lack of boundaries, which, like, no shade to you guys. We all do stuff like this, so don't take it personally. But if you're looking to, you know, make this relationship better and to improve it, it does help to focus on yourself. A lot of the time we don't even recognize that we're focusing on other people, I feel like, because, you know, especially on this channel, we're very emotionally impacted by other people. We're very empathic towards other people. That's what I'm getting from this Moon card right here too, is that you guys are really connected in a way that may make it hard for you guys to move on from each other in the moment. It may make you kind of, I don't know, like, energies just get really intense. They get really risen, and you or this other person can get really emotional and get protective and get kind of overprotective, I guess, in a way, overprotective of yourself and these emotions, when in reality, I think you guys share similar beliefs and share similar feelings and stuff. So it's kind of funny. It's almost like you're mirroring each other in a way. But that's why this question is, you know, what is most important to you right now? Is it, you know, this feeling? Is it this like instance, this gut reaction that you're getting about a certain thing? Or is it, you know, the overall view of how things will turn out? Is it how you want to nurture yourself? Is that more important to you than reacting a certain way to a certain stimuli? This is honestly really resonating for me. So like I said, no shade, guys. I feel like your intuitiveness and your receptivity towards others' feelings makes you kind of a target to pick up these energies, and that might make you defensive in a way that, like I said, you're not really focusing on yourself, you're focusing on another person, but you can't feel it like that in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, kind of a weird feeling, because the Cancer energy is that home mothering sense, but mothers can be very protective. They can be overprotective at times, so that's just something to be looking out for. But looking in more to our tarot cards, we have Strength, we have the Six of Swords in reverse, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Knight of Wands. So yeah, let's get started with this. So the Strength card, yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. You're indicating that you have a lot of life force power. You just have a lot to give. You have a lot of heart, and you put a lot of your heart into things. But at times, you need to know when it's best to walk away and when you're kind of stunning yourself from being able to move forward. That's what I'm getting here, because we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So swords to me represent, you know, your intellect, your communication, your thought process, mental process, that sort of thing. So with this card being in reverse, and this card kind of being about, you know, leaving something behind to go to something that's better, I just feel like it's hard to let go of things at times, because you feel them so intensely. You feel this person's energy so intensely. So I feel like in this relationship, it's gonna be in your best interest to exercise this like heart-centered strength, because you know this is Leo energy, and Leo is a heart-centered archetype. So I feel like this is definitely what you're gonna have to embody to improve this relationship, is start doing things intentionally from your heart. I see a lot of the time you may get frustrated because you feel like this situation needs to change, or something needs to refine its balance and refine its like soothing abilities, I guess, because that's also the moon being able to, you know, nurture your darker nature. So I feel like with the Nine of Wands in reverse, that maybe this is something that this person isn't exactly open to yet. So that's why the overall message, what is the most important thing for me in this moment? Is it this other person's beliefs? Is it this other person's, you know, their journey? Is that really the most important thing to you? Because honestly, it shouldn't be. Your own journey should be the most important thing to you. And sometimes that's what that Cancer moon energy forgets. It forgets to take care of itself because it can be over nurturing and protecting its environment. So that's something to look out for. But I feel like as long as you're exercising that heart-centered strength that you have, you're going to be able to see change in this person. I think it's going to be kind of weird because you're going to pull back in a way. You're going to be able to kind of just be more passive and embody more the positive qualities of the moon and the like Cancer energy. And that's where this Knight of Wands comes in. You're going to be able to see that transformation come in pretty fast. You're going to be able to see the progress. And like I said, it may not even be something that you have to do like in the moment. Like you actually have to take action in the moment to do it. I feel like in a way this is just going to happen from you being passive and from you being, you know, heart-centered and doing things more with patience and with, you know, the understanding and kindness of another's journey. Because at times it's really easy to get defensive and get kind of, I don't know, like projecty in a way. I hate to say it, but honestly that is a really big Cancer energy too. But it's easy to project, it's easy to feel all of these feelings at once and just like put them on another person and then try to take care of that person. That's actually a really big Virgo trait too. So like I said, like I'm feeling this message right now. But overall, I think to improve this relationship, just being more intentful with your actions and noticing that a lot of your actions and a lot of where you're putting your willpower may be unnecessary and you may just need to step back and kind of be passive. The moon and feminine energy is, I feel like that's where this relationship can improve. Not being so involved sometimes can really help another person figure out how to nurture themselves and how to find their own power, which I'm feeling like that's going to be happening here soon. So guys, this is a great message. I'm super happy to share it with you. So if it resonated, please like and comment to let me know, and of course subscribe because I love to give you guys intuitively channeled messages. So anyways, I hope to see you guys in later videos. Bye for now. Alrighty, group 2, we will get started with your reading. So first we have our empowering question, which is just more of a focused analysis of, you know, what you can ponder a little bit more about this relationship and how you can improve it. So we have, what are those things that make me feel good while I'm doing them? Okay, so right off the bat, this gives me kind of the vibe of, you know, are you spending enough time on your hobbies? Are you spending enough time doing things that make you feel good? That really does set you up for success within your relationships, because you don't get so preoccupied on the details. You don't get so preoccupied, I feel like, on any area where another person may annoy you because you have something else to do in a way. So especially if this is a close relationship, I just feel like it's really easy to get caught up in the routine of things. So yeah, that's what we're getting right off the bat. But let me see what the Astro cards we have here. So we have Sagittarius. Then we have Conjunction. My light is a little bright here. Oh yeah, I'm definitely seeing this correlation here, like what I was saying. So Conjunction, you know, underneath it says empowerment. So this is the feeling of finding things that suit you, that suit your needs, that, you know, that like attracts like kind of energy. Are you feeling empowered by the things that you're attracting into your life? And, you know, if not, you know, relating to this person, like I said, I just feel like it's not going to make you a very happy person. It's not going to make you feel very good. And thus, how can you, you know, put happiness out there? How can you put happiness into your relationships if you're not fulfilled, if you're not feeling satisfied? Because Sagittarius is a very optimistic sign. It's ruled by Jupiter. There's a ton of expansion, there's a ton of positivity and just raw acceptance, abundance in this energy. So I just feel like that may not be what you're embodying it times. At times I feel like you kind of block yourself from being able to take risks and to soar and to feel good, because sometimes things just get rigid. Honestly, it happens. I feel like you're being genuine about what you're doing and you're trying to be the most, authentic version of yourself, but also trying to stay in line with certain things that you think are like good or right. But that can be overwhelming and that can make you lose your spark a little bit. With that fiery Sagittarius energy, we don't want that. That's not helpful for your relationships. Like I said, you can't fill others' cups if yours is empty to begin with. If you aren't feeling satisfied and full of any goodness at all, you can't share that light with others. You don't have it to begin with. So yeah, I'm just feeling that right now for you guys to really make this relationship work and to make things better and improve. I feel like it would be best for you to just have fun and to kind of join forces with this person that you want to improve relationships with and do fun things together. The Voyager for Sagittarius, that's energy of going and seeking what you want, going and seeking the things that are going to fulfill you, are going to make you happy. So if you guys go together, that's really empowering energy. You can find a lot of things in common that you didn't even know you had in common that you guys enjoy together. So I feel like that can really improve your relationship, is just finding commonalities that make you happy. After being in a relationship for so long, it is super easy to get into that routine, mundane stuff. It just is. And that's not very fun, honestly. It's called routine, mundane stuff for a reason. So sparking a little light of adventure and spontaneity is really going to help this relationship. But let's look into our tarot cards. So we have Temperance. We have the Tower. Oh dear. We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the High Priestess in reverse. Wow. Okay, so definitely something major is going on here. I feel like there may be... I feel like this relationship is going to be able to teach you what makes you feel good when you go out and seek it. I feel like this person acts like a catalyst for you. They activate a lot of just ideas. It's like eccentric beliefs that really make you feel good inside. And, with Temperance being the first card right next to the Tower, whatever route you go with this after hearing this message, it's going to take you to something that you need to see. It's going to take you to a place you needed to come to. And maybe if that's just realizing that you aren't doing any things that are making you feel good, that's a wake-up call. That's a Tower moment. When you realize that you aren't really helping yourself out. That's humbling, but that's healing. That's that Temperance energy. That's being able to discern your own power and being able to nurture yourself and realize that, okay, I can take my power back. I can find what feels good. I can do what feels good. And that's what this Knight of Swords is. Yeah. Finding what works for you. The Swords is that intellect, and the Knight is just going after it. He's an explorer. A journey like this Sagittarius energy. These are both go after it kind of energies. So I feel like you may not be discerning in your relationship what is worth doing and what's worth spending your energy on and what is not, that's what this High Priestess in reverse I feel like is getting at. If you're not discerning how you should spend your time, being wise about how you should spend your time, you're going to end up putting your energy everywhere and spreading yourself too thin. That's just what happens, especially with this fire energy that I'm getting from here, because fire signs, they tend to light up. They like the guy from Hercules where he gets all pissed off and his head just catches on fire, but then as soon as he chills out, his head kind of goes down. That's the fire energy. So I feel like a lot of things strike your interest and you're like, okay, but you're not thinking it through enough. You're not seeing actually the positives and negatives and weighing them out and then choosing. You're just kind of taking on everything. That's the Jupiter energy. That's Sagittarius. That's doing too much because you want to do it all. You want to be helpful. You want to be the best that you can be. But at the same time, being the best you can be means that you're feeling good. And that's where this main message is coming from. What are those things that are making me feel good while I'm doing them? The whole point of how you can improve this relationship is feeling better with what you're doing. Doing things because they make you feel good and they give you that happy-go-lucky feeling. And not just doing things because you feel like you have to, or doing things when you're overwhelmed. It's not worth it to you, and it's not worth it to this relationship. You taking on too much at a time is causing this relationship stress, I feel like. And because you're not allowing yourself to take moments to have fun and to feel good, it's straining your relationship. At the very least, just making it not the best it could be. So look into that. Honestly, it's kind of a nice thing to figure out what kind of things you like to do because you like to do them. They're fun. It's a good feeling. There's nothing to worry about. It's a risk worth taking. So group 2, I hope this message resonated for you guys. If it did, of course, like and comment down below to let me know, and subscribe so I can continue to give you intuitively channeled messages. But I'm gonna go, so I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey group 3, we will get started with your reading on how to improve this relationship. So first I have the empowering question. So this is going to be mainly to pick your mind and to really think about this question. It will be kind of the overall theme of how you can improve this relationship. So what kind of advice on life would I give to my younger self? So this is interesting. So if this is a relationship with somebody that's younger, with somebody that may be a little bit less mature, just more naive, you know, this is kind of a signal to treat them the way that you would want to treat your younger self. Maybe your younger self, your inner child, needs to come out more in this relationship. But let's get into it a little bit more with our astro cards. So we have Venus. And then we have Pisces. Ooh, that's interesting because our Venus is in Pisces right now for this video being filmed. So yeah, I'm feeling like right now, yeah, so like what I was saying with maturity, I feel like you have this maturity. This person is definitely more naive than you, I feel like, because Pisces is a very old sign. It's your 12th house, so it's right before that rebirth of Aries, that threshold to hit your ascendant, that kind of thing. So the Pisces energy right here is letting me know that I feel like you have this wisdom to give. That's also what this Venus energy goes to. This wisdom to give that's inspiring, that will be inspiring to this person if you haven't already taken on this, you know, characteristic of sharing it with these people. But I feel like you're being guided to share your advice with this person, to be more of their teacher in a way. Even if this is a romantic relationship, I still feel like you can still play the role of like a teacher-student and practice duality with that because you're never done learning. Keep that in mind. I just feel like your energy here is that you have a lot to share. You have so much insight. So why would you let somebody who doesn't understand the things that you know hold you back from sharing the things that you know? You know, like, I mean, you learned them, you've gone through this, you experienced these magical things that really changed you spiritually and emotionally. So I feel like you should share them because the Venus energy in the truest form is very giving, very attracting too, very loving, very diplomatic, very allowing. So, you know, the flow is there if you see it, but I feel like if you get kind of nervous that this person is younger and they may not understand, you know, that blocks you. You're almost being impractical in a way because it's like, no, like, how does somebody younger learn? Like, they learn from somebody that's wiser, somebody that's been through it. You're not overstepping any boundaries by helping somebody, by giving them, you know, helpful tips on how to feel better and how to love and how to receive the kind of things that they want out of their life, because you have that insight. You definitely have that insight. But looking into the tarot cards, we have the Empress. What did I just say? You guys have the insight. The Devil in reverse. Okay. 8 of Cups in reverse and a 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay, yeah, so like I was saying, with the Empress, this is being intuitive. This is expressing your creative mind, your creative imagination. It's also symbolic of, you know, birthing creation and being able to share that with other people. Spreading your goodwill and your good-naturedness with the world around you, and that is something to be proud of. That's not something that people do on the daily, but this is a quality that you have in that in this relationship, it could highly benefit from. I mean, you were made to share these messages. You were made to communicate how you feel on the inside, because the way you feel on the inside is very important, specifically to you. And you've learned this because, like I said, the overall energy of this is, you know, what would you say to your younger self? What advice would you give them? And realize that younger versions of yourself technically exist out in the world. It's those naive people that you see don't seem to grasp the topic that you've already grasped before. You know, those are versions of yourself that if you choose to connect with them, you will see the potential of those people if you choose to see it, though. On the flip side of Pisces, and you get into the self-pitying, internalize all your chaos constantly, you're going to not feel confident enough to share your gifts and to share this love energy that you have. But in this relationship, that's what's going to help. Giving more love out is really what's going to make this relationship better. Like with this Devil in reverse, that somebody in this relationship just may not be so willing to open up and just see the other side of things. So yeah, I mean, that can be kind of restricting because the Devil is like Capricorn energy. So this is Saturn energy, having those limitations and restrictions and whatnot. So, I mean, if this person, like I was saying, I feel like this younger person may be a little like kind of a know-it-all. I mean, not in a bad way. Like sometimes you don't realize that you have more to learn on a topic or in an area, because the coping mechanism is just something you pick up when you were scared and you needed to protect yourself, and they may just be holding on to it, not really realizing that they don't have to, that you can let go of those things. You know, this is somebody that definitely hasn't gone through as much of an awakening as you have, but that doesn't mean that they're any less valuable. You know, their feelings and how they work and everything like that, you know, they're still worth it. So, and you see that, like, I don't have to tell you that, but we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. So yeah, I mean, this person is going to have to leave behind beliefs about how the world works and how relationships work and where they stand within the relationships. They're going to have to claim their power back within relationships too. And this may be your energy, I feel like, too. Actually, probably more likely your energy, because like I was saying, if you are letting this person kind of stop you from sharing and expressing these beautiful, magical, intuitive gifts that you had, you're not going to be able to feel fulfilled. I just feel like it's really important for you guys to exercise your flow, exercise sharing with others, and just taking the time to actively be a part of this relationship and share what you know instead of just kind of letting it be. Because another thing about that Pisces energy, guys, is it's an escapist. It's somebody that would rather not deal with things. So I just want to let you know, sometimes it's better to just deal with things, to just take care of them in the moment, say your words, say them kindly like you can, and that'll be it. Like, it's not going to be a huge prolonged process as long as you don't allow it to be, honestly. But we do have the 6 of Cups here in reverse. So with this person being, you know, maybe a younger person, or maybe this person's honestly older than you, I just feel like their maturity is not up to speed with yours, but you can still give them a lending hand. You can still give them advice that will serve them, because you would have wanted that advice when you were younger. And as long as you're sharing from your heart and you're sharing from this place of understanding and like compassionate, unconditional love, you're practicing unconditional love, I feel like this relationship can really improve. You know, opening yourself up to being a little bit more dreamy, being a little bit more mystical in a way, you're going to make this person lighten up a bit, and that's ultimately what you're wanting anyways, but it's scary to assert yourself at times. That's really what I'm seeing here from this reading. So guys, to improve this relationship, really just work from a heart-centered place, share your gifts, and don't be afraid to share your advice, because you have wisdom. You know you have this wisdom, otherwise you wouldn't feel so, you know, chaotic when this person is going against what you know is to be true. So yeah, I hope this message resonates for you guys. If it did, make sure you like and comment to let me know. And of course, subscribe so I can continue to give you intuitively channeled messages. But I hope to see you guys in later videos. Bye for now. Last but not least, we have our group 4. So first, I have your empowering question to help figure out what is going to be the main thing that you should focus on to improve this relationship. So we have, who or what defines the contents of my life? Okay, so this is a protective energy that I'm feeling for sure. Right off the bat, I do just feel like maybe in this relationship, it may be helpful to start placing boundaries, to start understanding, you know, what you're doing for you and what you've kind of picked up on from other people. And, you know, you're claiming things, I feel like, that aren't yours, and I feel like that's causing some issues. So let's get into it and look at what your astro cards have to say. So your energies of Libra and Jupiter. So yeah, okay. So this makes a lot of sense. Libra is a very cooperative energy. Libra is the energy of a relationship. Aries is the individual, Libra is the relationship. So with this, I know with a lot of Libra qualities, it's really easy to want to cooperate with people, almost to the point of fault though. You get to like this people-pleasing complex in a way, and you may not even realize this. Honestly, I feel like you're just a very giving person, a very optimistic person that really seeks to help other people and seeks balance and harmony. That's a Librian quality. You really like to feel like there's fairness and just happiness and justice in the air. Really, it's undeniable. Like, it's just kind of this draw that you have to like have everything feel good. I feel like in a way you may have changed your environment, changed your outlook, just been kind of choosy about how you were doing things that may not have been in alignment with you. You kind of lost yourself in a way. In a way, you're just seeking happiness, you're seeking positivity, and there's nothing wrong with that. In a way, I feel like you're kind of ignoring your own beliefs. I feel like this relationship could just really use your individuality. The harmonious aspects of yourself are so good. Constantly cooperating and conforming to another person's beliefs or the way that they're trying to go about things. You try to do things the way that others believe that they should be done. You're not fully fulfilling your life purpose. You're not fully on your life path. The way you're just kind of in somebody else's shadow, which this is no shade. Like, to improve this relationship, I just want you to shine. I just want you to be seen for who you are, because that's what this other person really wants too. Like, they see you for who you are, but you know, you're indecisive, and I feel like that's kind of your coping mechanism. This, you know, this who or what defines the contents of my life. I feel like your coping mechanism for being indecisive about like your life purpose or where you want to go, I feel like that is just, you know, going with what other people are doing, because you're not going to step on anybody's toes that way and whatever. Getting more into the tarot cards, we have Four of Swords, we have Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, and Five of Pentacles in reverse. So there's definitely some anxiety, I think, around you know, displeasing another person. That's definitely something I'm picking up here with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I just heard the message for someone that you could never disappoint this person. They could never be displeased with you following your path, you following your journey. I just really want you to know that. Like, they're very positive people, which is why I feel like it's pretty easy for you to just kind of jump ship and be like, okay, we're doing what they're doing today. And like I said, there's literally no shade to this, guys. To really identify with this, because it really is easy to out on somebody else's coattails and not really understand that you aren't making your own mark. You're not doing what you want for your life. You're not doing what you want for your life purpose, because, you know, your life purpose is something you want to do. Especially with this imagery in the Four of Swords, I don't know if you can see it, but up in the corner in the stained glass window, there is somebody helping another. Actual imagery is someone laying their mind to rest and just kind of contemplating. So I feel like you are being asked to contemplate a little bit how you're spending your energy. Who is really defining what you're doing in your life? You know, are you actually deciding these things, or are you being indecisive and just going with the flow? It'll definitely help you in your relationship, I feel like, because next we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a very giving energy. So with it being in reverse, feeling you need to cut back, and especially with Jupiter has a time overdoing it, and same with Libra. The overindulgence is very clear here. It's really, really easy to overwork yourself and to connect with other people in a way that it drains your energy. But as long as you are focusing on yourself, you're taking time out for yourself, you're taking time to decide what you like and to decide what feels good for you, you're going to be able to move on to happier and better things. But in order to have that discernment, you're going to have to look within. You're going to have to take kind of a soul journey and really evaluate, you know, what am I doing? Is it for me, or am I doing this for somebody else? Just deciding, you know, how much should you be doing for other people and how much should you be doing for yourself? Figuring out what works best for you and how you can maybe teach other people instead of just letting them teach you and letting them kind of run everything. This Chariot in reverse, I do see you being able to move on from this mentality. If you put in the work, you put in that trial of error of exercising, you know, what really needs your energy and what doesn't need your energy. You have so much potential and so much grace to share with the world. You didn't have to live in the shadow of another person, and I feel like this relationship will really benefit if you decide to do more of your own thing and decide to do more of the things that make you feel good. Now, with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, get the feeling that at one point in your life, you really had no idea where to go, and it just felt safe for you to follow another, and that was your comforting place. And that may be the coping mechanism that you've picked up through this, is, you know, confiding in another person and finding strength through other people, which is completely fine. Honestly, it's great, but you could get so much more out of life. Allowed yourself to shine your own light. Allow yourself to heal the wounds that need to be healed, and allow yourself to use the inner judgment that you have, because Libra energy, that's the scales, that's justice, that's discernment at its best. Keep yourself in mind when you're deciding. Truly decide for yourself, even if it's hard in moments. Libra moon and Venus, and I have a terrible time deciding literally anything, but the more that you exercise, you know, making decisions, the easier decision making will become for you. And I feel like once you start deciding what you want in your life and what you want your life to look like, you can shift things and you will just attract them to you, because I mean, that's what Jupiter wants for you, baby. So I'm really happy to share this message with you guys. I hope you let your light shine. If this message resonated, make sure you like and comment to let me know, and of course subscribe so I can continue to give you intuitively channeled messages. But I'm gonna go, so I hope to see you guys in later videos. Bye for now.